आज का एपिसोड है अ लाइफ इन बिटवीन. आई थिंक दिस इज़ माई थर्ड टाइम डूइंग अ लाइफ इन बिटवीन. So basically, I sprinkle between couple of episodes. I do a life in between where I talk about everything personal, whatever's going on in my life. And मेरा YouTube channel used to be this. I loved vlogging. I loved desi talks. I loved just a day in my life type of content. And so consider this podcast episode as a day in my life, or maybe like a month in my life. This is a good safe place to start. Let's begin today's episode. Yeah. ओके पहले तो आई कैन नॉट बिलीव. ओके इस पे हंसना नहीं जब मैं बोलूँ कि यार somebody actually tried to hack into my LinkedIn account. Say what? somebody जो इतना वेला है या वेली है whatever, they had a lot of time in their hand and they tried to hack into my LinkedIn account. क्यों करना है? Like, I want to ask, why do you want to do it? Like, it took me, I kid you not, it took me 8 to 10 years to build the profile to where it is today, and to achieve and do shit and to mention it, and to like I tweak my profile every other month so that I can get something out there, put myself out there. But if you think hacking into my account is good for business, at least, hey, get me a job. Le lo, but at least get me a job in return, okay? You won't believe when I say this, I had a recruiter reach out to me on LinkedIn during my first week on this platform. पहले तो hashtag not sponsored by LinkedIn. I just love LinkedIn as a platform. But लोगों के पास बहुत टाइम है. Let me just say that. And then followed by also मेरा Facebook hack हो गया था उसके next week. And I was like, ये हो क्या रहा है? Anyways, moving on. Amazon पे currently सेल चल रहा है, और एटलीस्ट when I'm recording ये दिवाली दशहरा का सेल है जो हर साल होता है. द ग्रेट इंडियन फेस्टिवल, आई गेस, आई डोंट नो नाम क्या है. सेल चल रही है अमेजोन पे. अगेन हैशटैग नॉट स्पॉन्सर्ड बाय अमेजोन, बट आई होप वन डे दिवाली दशहरा हमारा क्रिसमस है. एंड ऑफ कोर्स हम सेल में शॉपिंग करेंगे या करने की इच्छा रखते हैं. बट जो मुझे चाहिए है उस पर कभी सेल होता नहीं है. AKA books. I'm talking about books and my love for books. Maybe I should look into perfumes if they have perfumes and hand creams. My latest obsession is hand creams, for the two of you who don't know. So I was obsessed with books. I was obsessed with good perfume, good smelling perfume. I smell good all the time, honey. And now hand creams. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with hand creams. Oh my god, like I have two and I'm obsessed and I want more. Anyways, so I was eyeing Stephen Fun, पता नहीं कैसे pronounce करते हैं, Stephen King की books for a while now. And उसने कुछ 50 के ऊपर book लिखी होगी, 50 के ऊपर. And yet none of his books are on sale, या सेल पे है तो वो 400 से नीचे भी नहीं है. All of his books price around 400 to 600. None of them are around 150, 200 that I can even think or imagine of buying it. Anyways, so all of that shit happened and I saw कि सेल अच्छा नहीं है. So of course reality check मिल गए and I had to end up going back to Sobo, South Bombay, Churchgate, Flora Fountain. जहाँ पे second hand फर्स्ट कॉपीज़ भी होते हैं बहुत सारे, पर सेकेंड हैंड बुक्स होते हैं फ्लोरा फाउंटेन में मिलते हैं. एंड आई एंडेड अप देयर. आई गॉट अ कपल ऑफ बुक्स. मे बी यूल सी अ बुक हॉल और मे बी यू माइट नॉट. हु नोस. I have been reading a lot of smutty, cute romance books, novels, and दिल तो बच्चा है जी. Oh God. I would cry, like I would legit cry. And then today I realized कि मैं रो क्यों रही हूँ. It is because I got my periods today finally. It's when I start crying is when I know, okay, shit is bad. What time is it? What date is it? कब आने वाले period? Let me check. But yeah, crying is so real just right before the period starts happening. It's so real. Oh, how have you all been, babies? ऑल गुड. घर पे क्या चल रहा है? कोई कलेश हो रहा है? नहीं हो रहा है? आप कैसे हो? मेंटली, फिजिकली, इमोशनली सब ठीक चल रहा है आपके लाइफ में? माई DMs आर ऑलवेज ओपन. सेंड मी अ मैसेज. दिल हल्का हो जाएगा और कुछ नहीं, राइट? या ऑलराइट. The other week, I met up with one of my past colleagues from the office. I honestly did not expect her to reach out to me, and she did. And she was like, "कब से है तू मुंबई में?" I was like, "जनवरी से हूँ." "तू अभी याद कर रही है? क्या हो गया?" Like we were like टच एंड गो. हमारा कॉन्वर्सेशन बहुत बार टच एंड गो हो जाता था कि कभी वो ऑनलाइन रहती थी, कभी मैं रहती थी, एंड जस्ट कॉन्वर्सेशन जस्ट वी डिड नॉट हैव टाइम, एंड देन आई फॉरगॉट अबाउट इट. And so we made a plan to meet up at this cafe called Grandmama's Cafe. And she spilled some tea. She spilled some truth, of course. So she still works at this company that I used to work at. And the tea that she has told me was so freaking unreal that अगर मैं अभी कुछ बताऊँ ना तो शायद मुझे lawyer लगे. I might need a lawyer to say this out loud, but no, like the tea is so real. And so होता ये था, जब मैं वो कंपनी में थी, आई यूज़ टू हैंग आउट. अगेन आई यूज़ टू लिव इन माई ओन बबल. अगर आप मेरे बबल में आते हो, मुझसे बात करते हो, तो मैं आपसे अच्छे से बात करूँगी. आप मुझे बोलते हो, हे चल चलते हैं, लेट्स स्टेप आउट, लेट्स टेक अ वॉक, आई वुड डू दैट विथ यू. आई वुड नॉट से नो टू you. If you come and hang out, have lunch with me, I was okay, but I would never be the one who would approach you or who would like kiss your ass to do some shit to make shit happen. I've never been like that. College में भी ना मेरा bubble होता था. मेरे चार गिन के चार posse friends होते थे, and we used to hang out, and that's that. That's that. Like बहुत कलेश हुआ है आजू बाजू, बहुत कलेश हुआ है, बहुत. एंड ना मेरा एक आइकॉनिक रेस्टिंग बिच फेस है जो 24/7 मेरे चेहरे पे होता है. लाइक इफ़ यू सी मी, आई एम प्राइम एग्जाम्पल ऑफ अ ग्रम्पी सनशाइन. अगर आपने नॉवल पढ़ी होगी तो आई एम द ग्रम्प इन अ बुक. मेरा फेस इज़ ऑलवेज ग्रम्पी. इट्स ऑलवेज रेस्टिंग बिच फेस. You would always see मेरा resting face ना is like stressed tension में. That's my default face. And so a lot of times ना people it's called a resting bitch face. If you don't know, Google it. And I've been told that कि you live in a bubble, you don't know what's going on. I was like, क्यों मैं कलेश में पढ़ूँ किसी और के? क्यों पढ़ूँ? मेरे को क्या करना है? I am like the fly on the wall. I love to observe everything, but like that's that. In fact, one of my best friends, Vijaya, or VJ, for the two of you who've been a fan of my YouTube content and know who Vijaya is, VJ is, she told me that her first impression of me was cold and unapproachable. I come off as that, cold and unapproachable, but when you actually sit down, she sat down next to me and she started talking, and she said, "Oh my God, Aditi, the parity between who you actually are and what you portray from the outside is zameen asman ka difference hai," which is hilarious. I found it absolutely hilarious, and somewhere maybe I knew aisa hai. I knew it. I mean, I did not intentionally do it, but I knew it कि ऐसा है, and मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकती. That's that. It takes me some time to trust people, and you need at least 3 conversations or 3 sit down meals to really get if they are good enough. Yeah, by the 3rd or the 4th meeting, you'll understand if they are actually pretending as to who they are और वो ऐसे ही है, because ऐसा ही कुछ हुआ था. So I have a friend called Aditi. She lives in Mumbai, and we accidentally met. She is cousin of my brother-in-law, and we met up, we chatted, we loved our conversation, and so we decided to hang out more. We meet once in 2 months, and then we share collect stories and share experiences, and we like that, we like that arrangement, and we explore new restaurants in Mumbai. So that's that. But it took her like 3 or 4 meetups to actually loosen up and let go and be the crazy version of who she is. And then probably like she saw कि यार okay, she was comfortable with me, and like I've been like, मेरा कोई ऐसा फेस नहीं है. इफ़ यू आर माई फ्रेंड आई विल बी दैट, आई विल बी नॉर्मल. एंड अब फर्स्ट इस पे जो हूँ मैं, फोर्थ इस पे भी वही हूँ, और 10th इस पे भी वही हूँ. मे बी आई माइट बी मोर कम्फर्टेबल, एंड मे बी द क्रेजी माइट गो क्रेजियर, बट वो क्रेजी इज हैज़ बिन कंसिस्टेंट. But it took us, genuinely it took us like 3 or 4 sit down meals to actually let go and like trust ki okay, this is like a good friendship to have and to keep and to hold. Yeah. Anyways, so as I was talking about this colleague, out of sheer curiosity, so by the way, she's 24. थोड़ा उसके बारे में बताती हूँ. She's 24. She's born and bred in Mumbai. मुंबईकर है, प्रॉपर नेटिव है. एंड आई आस्क्ड हर हाउ डज वन डेट इन मुंबई, कैसे डेटिंग सीन क्या है, कैसे होता है, कैसे मैं अप्रोच करूँ किसी को. शी, यू वोंट बिलीव, उसका लेजिट नेक्स्ट आंसर वॉज, हे अदिति, आई एम प्लानिंग टू मूव टू कैनेडा. आई कैन नॉट बिलीव शी सेड दैट. उसने मेरे को सीरियसली बोला विद अ सीरियस फेस कि यार अदिति, आई एम एक्चुअली प्लानिंग टू मूव टू कैनेडा. आई वाज लाइक, आर यू किडिंग मी, इतना गंदा हालत है मुंबई का. एंड देन वी गॉट इनटू टॉकिंग about hookup culture and how it is very real. Everyone is, you know, I don't have anything against hookup culture, probably because of it's very difficult to explain how hookup culture is and why it is. मुझे ऐसे लगता है during college we were told कि education is the only thing that should be important, and that is a stepping stone to success, and that, you know, you'll get a job, you'll get the income. And I think during all of that we forgot to educate ourselves, or we forgot the dating part of it. We did not experience stuff that needs to happen during college, especially I guess in India. US was still fine. Like, I've lived with bunch of kids who went to university and college, and they had everything, every ground covered. They had good sex life, they had good food, they had great parties, and they worked hard to get those numbers on their exams and tests and school and college. Like, they did it all. And I think we do not, and probably why the hookup culture is real. Like, people want to explore, and there's nothing wrong with exploring your own kink, your own body, your everything. Matlab, what you like, what you don't like, it's good. I think that's the way to explore. But I guess it gets complicated if one of the partner gets the feelings. And yeah. Okay, I was like, तो ऐसा कौन सा क्राउड है who is dating to date and not just hook up? Like, that was genuinely my concern. And I might as well, you know, throw a mixture myself. So a mixture is like a party. I collect a few people on the dating app, and I tell them, bring your one single friend and we will all party at this location. Actually, somebody really did this, and it was a huge success while I was, you know, looking into how dating apps are a scam, and nobody's really like connecting and finding somebody. And so I ended up researching a lot, and somebody did this experiment in real life, and it turned out to be great. And so now I'm thinking maybe I should do that, collect like 5 guys and tell them, bring your 5 single girlfriends, single friends, and we can all like get to know each other and like see 5 or 10 people. And then I think that's a great idea. Like, that's a great idea. Talking about dating, I did a cardinal sin. Yes. After like 3 or 4 months of detoxifying myself from dating app, I re-downloaded it. No, everybody stay calm, stay calm. We are getting a story today, lol. Okay, so I saw the same people. I got the app, I downloaded it, and I saw the same people. I wonder what went wrong with them. Like, why the fuck is it so hard to date somebody? Or are their expectations really that high or abysmal, or they are too scared to commit? I don't know. I think it could be a mix of both. In either which case, everybody needs a therapist who are on that app, including me. Anyways, so I matched with this guy. Let's call him Mr. Dimples, because he was very cute and he had these cute dimples, and I was like, oof, that's so cute. That's so fucking cute. My level of cute. But I clearly could not see beyond that. Okay, so हुआ ये, my goal, पहले तो let's start with that. My goal was to get asked out on a date and actually go on a date. That's it. That's all I wanted to date. Like, it gives me an idea, it gives me a new perspective कि ये date कैसा दिखता है, at least in India. That's it. So what I forgot is the work it takes to get there. You have to start all over with a hello, hi. You know how I know it was not going anywhere, this conversation? In the entire 48 hours of conversation. Ab 48 hours mein, of course, we were not talking consistently for 48 hours, but I gave it 2 days, okay? Not once did he ask me what my name is. उसने मेरे को नाम ही नहीं पूछा मेरा नाम हिडन था. ऑल यू कुड सी वॉज द फर्स्ट लेटर. एंड आई ऑनेस्टली वॉन्टेड टू सी कि यार ये कब पूछेगा मेरे को, नाम कब पूछेगा, नाम में क्या रखा है. नहीं, माई नेम इज़ सेक्सी एंड माई नेम इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू मी. एंड सो इफ़ यू डोंट नो हु आई एम, दैट्स माई आइडेंटिटी. माई नेम इज़ अदिति एंड आई एम स्पेशल एंड आई एम सेक्सी एंड यू नीड टू नो दैट. Anyways, there were a few red flags, but it was like, okay, I'm willing to look past that, but I knew it was not gonna work out. I still gave it a shot. The initial goal was to only be on the app for 24 hours, stick around, see if I actually connect with somebody. And for this very specific guy, I was like, you know what, let's give him another 24 hours and I'm going to be off the app. So I was on the app for 48 hours and I knew it was not going anywhere. Here we are again, another disappointing meet cute. Fuck. So now, as an experiment, I joined a matrimonial. There's so many matrimonial groups on Facebook. I cannot believe my eyes. इतने सारे matrimonial groups है Facebook पे, and it takes a lot of courage. Like, what? Like, how? Like, मुझे ना trust issue हो जाता है जब ऐसे matrimonial groups and sites पे people are putting themselves out there. They're looking for a partner, but they're absolute strangers. And like, how does that, मतलब, it makes me very scared. कुछ भी हो सकता है. And so I was like, रहने दो, ये हमारे बस की बात है नहीं. हम पॉटलक कर लेंगे, पॉटलक पार्टी कर लो, BYOB, पॉटलक पार्टी. ऑर्गेनिकली लोगों से मिलते हैं. मे बी आई फाइंड कपल ऑफ पीपल एंड वी कैन हैव ऑल अ पार्टी, सिंगल्स की पार्टी, एंड मीट दैट वे. नोबडी नीड्स टू पे, जस्ट हैव अ गुड टाइम. आई गेस दैट्स दैट. मूविंग अलॉन्ग, I was scrolling through my Instagram feed the other day and I came across a reel by Oprah and I was shocked. Like, she was talking about this miracle medicine that makes you lose weight. So it's called Ozempic, which I believe I was looking at Mindy Kaling. and her weight loss journey, and not a single post has been about she working out or showing ki okay she's working out and that is why she has this banging beautiful body. And then I realized people commenting that she've lost so much weight and it's because she's taking this medicine called Ozempic, and I was like, really? Oh my god, does it really work? And then now Oprah Winfrey openly taking the main stage, having doctors come over, talking about it, just having a conversation about it. And I think Oprah has lost a lot of weight too, and I'm pretty sure लाइक दिख रहा है कि उस बहुत वेट लॉस हो चुका है एंड शायद शी टेक्स द मेडिसिन टू लूज वेट. बट मेरा मतलब ऑनेस्ट जेन्यून क्वेश्चन है, नो लाइक बैड वाइब्स नहीं डाल रही हूँ, बट जस्ट जेन्यून क्वेश्चन है कि यार वर्कआउट करने से वज़न कम नहीं होता है क्या? जस्ट मेरा ऑनेस्ट क्वेश्चन है. मतलब ठीक है, मे बी शायद कुछ एक्सट्रीम केसेस में वर्कआउट नहीं हो पा रहा है या वॉट एवर. मुझे ऐसे लग रहा है कि मे बी अपन ईजी वे ढूंढ रहे हैं. इंस्टा डोपामीन होता है ना, एंडोर्फिन्स जो होते हैं, इंस्टा फील गुड ढूंढ रहे हैं इंस्टाग्राम एंड फेसबुक के ज़माने में, कि वो जो हैप्पी हार्मोन्स जो रिलीज़ होते हैं विद इंस्टेंट लाइक एंड इंस्टेंट कॉमेंट. आई थिंक मे बी वी आर सर्चिंग दैट समवेयर. सो working out does miracles to my mental health, at least for me. So my question is, why do people want instant results? Just genuinely, have they tried working out and was there no change in weight? Like, I'm sure the metabolism slows down, at least for women as we age. But for quick results, at what length are we going to go? This is sounding more and more like instant gratification चाहिए सबको. Of course. I was talking to my trainer the other day and she said obesity is a actual disease, and I wonder since when did it become a disease? Like, obesity is, something that happens to us when we don't move our body very often, and it makes sense. It's not कि हमने कुछ खा लिया है या हम excessively कुछ नहीं कर रहे या कर रहे हैं. Like, it's just an external factor. When you don't move, you become obese, and that's that. Yeah, I just am like working through this Ozempic, and like, if it happens, if it's a miracle, then I guess everybody can work through it. I don't know how the pill works. Like, she was just having a conversation. I might as well have to look into this medicine more. Like, there have been time and time, there have been a lot of like diet pills in the industry that makes you lose weight, but it's very temporary. You gain the weight back again. But this was like a profound discovery, profound innovation, this medicine Ozempic, and that is why she had like a bunch of doctors come over and chat about it. And like, I was like, okay, I feel okay. These in between episodes ना थोड़े lengthy and mouthy हो जाते हैं, and the amount of information being thrown at you is a hot mess. कभी ये कभी वो zigzag zoo. Speaking of hot mess, have you heard about Humans of Bombay suing People of India for copyright issue? I was like, what? So when this news broke out, the internet was all over the place. People were so quick to point out the irony in the situation. The argument like broke out about who's actually copying who. हमें ये बताओ कि actual में copy कौन कर रहा है. Now consider me as a fly on the wall. I was just consuming the content and observing it, and that's that. I don't really care, but I guess things got a little tricky when the OG gangster, the original gangster, Honey got involved. So, Honey is Humans of New York. Humans of New York is a brainchild of Brandon Stanton. He was the first who started this concept. He coined the term Humans of New York after he got fired from his job in finance. He just wanted to share stories and connect with people. I think he got involved because he was baffled to see the amount of money this woman was making out of posting content of Humans of Bombay. I had a trusted creator in my community, in my network, who also claimed in her story that HOB has like 90% of their posts are paid and that they do not disclose it anywhere. And I was like, is this for real? I was shocked. Like, of course, I take everything with a grain of salt. You just need to have facts and proofs in your hand before you make such claims. But I was again taking everything with the grain of salt. Trust no one and just be the fly in the wall. So I was just observing and learning all of these facts. I was shocked. Like, I was genuinely shocked when I heard ki it's paid content. All of it is paid content. So then now मुझे अब ऐसे लगने लगा कि यार आर ऑल द स्टोरीज फैब्रिकेटेड, मतलब बनी बनाई है क्या ये स्टोरी? अगर पेड है तो पहला मेरा क्वेश्चन यही था कि ये सब स्टोरीज बनी बनाई है कि एक्चुअली रियल है कि नहीं है? ट्रुथ क्या है? ये ट्रू बोल रही है, ये स्टोरी रियल है कि नहीं है? आई यूज्ड टू बी अ फैन, more like I was like proud to see this female entrepreneur sharing, leading, like taking over, but it hurts as a fan, ex-fan, to know कि I was deceived and not content being not disclosed कि भाई क्या है और क्या नहीं है. Internet being internet, somebody actually pulled out her ITR filing for the last year and people even started digging deeper, reading reviews about the company on Glassdoor. Oh my god, there is so much more to it than it meets the eye. Somebody and I could say ex-employee came forward and she mentioned कि उनका कंपनी बहुत छोटा है, तो अगर वो कुछ बता, उसका पोजीशन भी अगर बताती है तो देन एवरीबडी वुड नो कि ये कौन है. But she still came forward and she talked about it and that she was not comfortable to fabricate stories and उसको बनाना पड़ा था story and she was not comfortable doing it. Just imagine. See, it's the same with YouTube. When a brand or a company reaches out to you to market their product on your YouTube channel, that's where you think, is the product not good enough? Or at least that's where your audience would think ये product अच्छा नहीं है, क्यों बिक नहीं रहा है, तभी ये लोग YouTubers के पास आ रहे हैं. अच्छा नहीं है, क्यों आ रहे हैं, right? So is the company or the creator ripping me off? मेरा पैसा छीन रहे हैं ये लोग, क्या चाहते हैं, right? What are they not telling me? You start questioning the ulterior motive, and hence a lot of times people choose to not disclose it as a ad और पेड कमर्शियल, जबकि वो भेजा होता है प्रोडक्ट कंपनी ने फ्री में. या बार्टर सिस्टम होता है कि आप हमें छोटा सा रिव्यू दे दो, आप ये प्रोडक्ट रख लो एंड ये प्रोडक्ट ही आपका ये है पैसा, लाइक ट्रेड होता है. सो नाउ द गवर्नमेंट इज़ ऑल्सो वेरी स्मार्ट. The government, at least I know, so I watch a lot of vloggers and a lot of YouTubers. So Zoella का example देती हूँ. She is one of the top UK bloggers and she vlogs, and every vlog में उसके title में she has to disclose कि there is a ad, and when she does a ad, when she promotes a product, she has to put it on the screen. This is the ad portion of the video. Like government had to come up with rules and regulations around this so that creators would absolutely know कि this is the ad. She was paid to say this. She may or may not like this product, but she was paid to say this on screen. That's that. Yeah. So Brandon had to come forward and make an official statement after Washington Post news channel, media network reached out to him. He mentioned in his statement कि यार अब आर्ट आर्ट नहीं रहा है, आर्ट में से वो ह्यूमैनिटी निकल गई है, अब आर्ट सिर्फ बिजनेस हो गया है, वो भी सेल्फिशली खुद के लाइफस्टाइल, खुद के सेटिस्फैक्शन के लिए, खुद की लाइफस्टाइल मेंटेन करने के लिए उसने आर्ट को बिजनेस बना दिया है। उसका स्टेटमेंट ऐसा ही कुछ था, पढ़ लो, उसके हनी के पेज पे है, ह्यूमंस ऑफ न्यूयॉर्क का अगर आप पेज खोलोगे इंस्टाग्राम पे, यू विल सी द स्टेटमेंट इज जस्ट राइट देयर। ही सेज कि ह्यूमैनिटी निकल गई है स्टोरीज में से, एंड दैट यू नो इट्स जस्ट वेरी इफ़ी टैकी सिचुएशन टू बी इन अ गॉड। एंड ही वॉज लाइक, मैं शॉक हो गया हूँ कि इतने पैसे कमा कैसे रही है, बिकॉज द ओनली मनी दैट ही हैज़ मेड इज़ ईदर बिकॉज somebody bought his book, so he published Humans of New York की बुक, तो किसी ने उसकी बुक बाय की है तो उसको पैसे मिल रहे हैं, या तो कोई उसको बुलाता है लेक्चर देने के लिए एट अ यूनिवर्सिटी तो शायद तब मिलता है उसको पैसा, या उसका पेट्रियन चैनल है जहाँ पे लोग उसको सपोर्ट करते हैं एंड पे करते हैं मंथली चार्जेस वट एवर for the stories, and that's the only way that he's earning at the moment. And so he was so shocked to see it all, and like it was a huge mess. Like I'm worried. I want to see what happens next in the entire chaos of it all. बताओ, इतने टाइम से बोल रही हूँ, अब ना मेरा मुंह दुख रहा है। The Kalesh is real. I love Kalesh. Anyways, this is where I'm going to stop again. I appreciate your time. I'll see you in my next audio episode of Kaipan Aditi. Bye.